And the anticipation of number 63 playing his first game as a Florida Panther.
You bet. Kevin Stenlin, the former Panther, gets the start, along with Nick Bukestad on that fourth line. They lost 8-0 last night in Tampa. A couple weeks ago, they were right there in the playoff race. Now they're way back. Reinhart breaks in, cross to Barkov. In front for Hagee, tipped wide. And then he gets upended by Krause. Panthers nearly had one just over a minute in. Seth Jones gathers it in. That's off Barkov's stick. Here comes Gunther, terrific young player. They've got a handful of them. Out in front, Cooley's another one. Bobrovsky made the save, and then a great defensive play.
Acclimate yourself with new teammates, a new system, and where you're sitting in the locker room. It's a lot to handle, but the good thing for the Panthers and Marchand was...
New fourth line on the ice. Sturm has Greer and Rodriguez on the wings. They've done it before. They play together. Here comes Schmidt. 3-on-1. Nate Schmidt carries Nico Sturm. Robbed by Bramelka.
Good scoring chance. And moments later, and the Panthers, again, Sturm in all by himself. The Panthers don't want to take their foot off the gas.
Boquist gets one towards the net. It's only the second puck that's actually gotten to Bramelka. They've done, after you said that, he 8-0 last night. That's tough to swallow for any professional team. So they've done a better job in front of the goalie. Keller works his way in, goes high. Bobrovsky made the save.
Here's that number one line again for Utah, and Keller out there. Boy, he can tap dance and handle that puck.
He's got 78 points, 24 goals. The whole line has 20 goals plus.
Yeah, the majority of the offense comes from that one line. I mean, there's a stat out there that...
A turnover there by the Panthers, and Gunther fires up high. Bobrovsky fought it off. Dylan Gunther, he has got an amazing shot. There's power behind it. You saw it there. What a young player he is. 9th overall pick in 2021.
Yeah, I was talking about Clayton Keller, that he's in on over 40% of the Utah goals so far this year.
Bjornfoot's shot went wide. Yeah, one of the league leaders in that department. Here's Toby again in front. It went through. Verhaeghe plays the carom. Barkov in behind the net. Chance here. Verhaeghe stopped by Bramelka. Barkov on the rebound. It's Balinskis with a wrister, gloved and held. Panthers keep the pressure on. Comes in deep to Yamamoto. Yamamoto from his knee. Hayton wraparound attempt blocked. Comes back behind the net. Barrett Hayton has it again. Comes out in front. The feed. Marino wrist shot save. Bobrovsky. He punched it out with the blocker. And to Lostereen, what an effort. 2 minutes. Balinskis, good play at center to knock it down. Here comes Ubis. Snaps it on goal. Bramelka the save. Now the Mata shot blocker save. Bobrovsky. Bain sends it around the boards for Marino. Another shot, stick save, Bobrovsky. Here come the Panthers looking for the odd man rush.
Looking down at him.
Oh, Greer got a big hit there as Dursey shot that puck into the Panther zone.
Good bumps in the offensive zone.
Here comes Sturm with Rodriguez. Sturm driving to the net. Rodriguez cutting to the middle. Save Melka. Verhaeghe gives it back to him. Reinhart fights through the Marino check. Good effort by Sam Reinhart there. It's Balinskis with a wrister. Save Melka in the cover. Balinskis ahead for Bennett. Battles through. Bennett in front, shooting. Melka the save. We got a penalty coming up on Utah. Barkov's got it behind the net over to Samoskevich. He turns. Barkov right on the doorstep in front. Score! Sam Bennett from Barkov.
Oh, you always want to be around Barky Bark and the Funky Bunch. And Bennett on the receiving end of a beautiful thread pass. Big goal, Panthers on the board. How they set up. Look at Bennett, just timed it perfectly. And if it wasn't for the Barkov, look at what he's got to fire that through a maze of sticks and gets it right through. Here's a great angle. Look at Bennett with his stick on the ice. He's got his skates there as well. And
puck is free again. Gunther gloves it down and holds in. Clayton Keller works up the board, centers the shot, kicked out by Bobrovsky. Jersey rushes in. Lawson Krause leaned on by Schmidt. Out in front, McBain, the feed, the shot, what a save by Bobrovsky on Doan. Bjornfoot got it ahead, Samoskevich able to settle that puck down, break over the line. Shot comes through, stick save.
Yeah, they're really getting the puck to the net, and one of them just trying to get in behind the defense.
Here comes Jones this time with a shot sticked away. Verhaeghe's on it. In front, Reinhart, point blank, he's robbed. A penalty coming up. Jones for Samoskevich. He'll let it fly, but Melka fought it off, and then the rebound just away from Reinhart. Then it's tipped out of the zone.
Good active stick there by Schmidt, the veteran defenseman for the Panthers. Didn't allow Schmutz to be able to get that puck.
Out in front, the shot, oh, what a save by Bobrovsky. Hayton was all alone.
Welcome to our second intermission report brought to you by Estrella Insurance. Only 3 shots on goal in that middle frame by the Utah Hockey Club, but one of them coming late in the second period by Barrett Hayton, but Sergei Bobrovsky slamming the door and keeping this.
Being okay in the situation, not getting a lot of traffic or shots around him. Sergei Bobrovsky, 36 years old. He's been through it all, and he's always ready.
Mikkola out in front, and they clear the slot area. Stenlund and Bjugstad break it out for Kerfoot. Back for Bjugstad, the shot, he hit the outside of the post.
Bennett, we're hustling back to try and break up this 2-on-1, and you'll see the shot that goes off the outside of the post, and then coming in on the left side of your pitcher, just the forward progress. Big Nico Mikkola trying to, that big rig here. Let's take another look at it. He's got his man tied up.
They're going to call the delay, and now it's Carter Verhaeghe over to Forsland. Carrying in on the backhand, stolen away by Hayton at the net. Lundell's got to bust it back defensively. Jersey on the near side gets the feed, and he scores. And this game is even at 1.
Perfect pass and a perfect shot. Yeah, the Panthers went for it, and when good position by Utah to break up that play right in the high slot, and then bang, the game's tied. Here's Forsling. Look at the positioning, knocked down, and now a big race up the ice, and you're going to see a perfect pass. Lundell just can't get back in time. Jersey goes over the glove hand of Bobrovsky.
Rodriguez on the loose puck. Sends it around the boards. Mikkola at the point. Takes the wrister. Blocked. Sturm the feed. The shot. Save for Melka on Rodriguez. And Marchand will take the puck. Samoskevich tripped up.
No call.
Yeah, they got a delayed penalty. Here comes Bennett moving in. Bennett on goal for Melka, the save. And now the touch. Schmidt holds it in. Lundell again as the power play ends. Verhaeghe gets in front. Couldn't get the shot away, and look out of the penalty box. Gives it ahead to Samoskevich with speed. He shoots, blocked away. Samoskevich gets it back. Nate Schmidt walks in, sets up Mikkola. For Melka the save, Marchand stopped at the net.
Mikkola's shot. Now watch Marchand. Look at how he is in position A right there. Gets a stick on the puck. Melka was down, used the body just to cover as much of the net as he could. There's the slap of the puck. And that close.
It's Barkov for the final seconds in front. They couldn't get a shot on goal. Second straight game, the Panthers are going overtime. Against his former teammate Alexander Barkov, and Barkov wins it. The Panthers have it first. Full possession for the Panthers here at overtime. Barkov's on. Verhaeghe to Barkov. Back for Verhaeghe. Shooting for Melka, the save.
And then the last one, Verhaeghe drills it right in the chest protector.
Out in front, stolen by Forsling. Here comes Forsling with Marchand. Bennett's the trailer. Forsling looks in front. Deflected puck. Marchand behind the net. In front for Bennett. Backhander. Let's go home, baby! Marchand sets up Bennett for the winner.
Sam Bennett's got a huge pair, including the game winner. And here's how it developed. Forsling out in front, goes behind the net. Look at Marchand waiting for Bennett to get in position.